guys. Welcome to another episode of Tasty Thursday, the very first Tasty Thursday of 2025, and I'm very excited, mainly because it's a fresh year that I hope brings us all just joy and good health and all the good things in 2025, and I am thrilled to be here. I couldn't do this alone. I've got the godfather of all godfathers on drinks, bartender to the stars, only one star is me, and M to the G, Uncle Mike.
Yo, what up, everybody? How you doing?
Fresh off the plane from Hawaii. Not that fresh. She's been home almost a week, but you know what? It's really fine.
I'm still there mentally.
It's really fine.
I brought the warmth.
I wasn't there at all.
Maybe.
So, I was there mentally. I said mentally, I'm in Italy, and it's like June, not July, because it's really hot, but like mid-June when it's like 82 degrees, that's where I am mentally. But we are excited to be here. We're going to make some food. We're going to make some drinks. I wanted to make a couple of recipes that are actually coming up so that you'll see the recipes and the full recipes soon, but this is like a sneak peek. We're making a Sicilian. What's wrong with my mic?
If you aim it more, yours should look back there.
Is that?
Yeah.
We're doing a Sicilian, which is really easy. I made Sicilian pizza a million times. The dough is already ready because that needs to rise for a while. And we're doing it with pepperoni, jalapenos, drizzling it with hot honey. It's going to be phenomenal. We're doing a pasta alla boscaiola, which is a really phenomenal, very classic recipe. I'll show you my take on it. And then we'll make what I call my maplewood salad, which I made a million times. I make it all the time. I really swap between this salad and then my other plain salad, which is like really simple with dill and shallots and parm and lemon. Those are my two go-to salads that I go to all year long because I need a salad with my dinner most every single night, and these are what I go to. So that is what we're making. Uncle Mike is working on a coconutty drink. We're actually not quite sure what he's concocting. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea.
I don't know what it is either.
I'm actually not going to be consuming it because I'm on a dry January path. So no alcohol for me for the entire month of January. Not that I drink a lot anyway, but I wanted to start the year with a challenge. And so
is it actually dry January? I'm sorry to interrupt. Or is it cold January because you're just not going to have hot veins? For 30.
Touche.
Hot veins.
So, while I give you a minute to gather all of that information, I want to know where you're watching from, and I want to know how your new year has been so far. The only thing I'm going to do right now is I am going to reinforce. I was going to say no. I am going to rehydrate my dry porcini mushrooms. Porcini mushrooms are a really critical ingredient in this recipe. It might be something you need to source online if you live in the middle of nowhere like I do, and for whatever reason my local ShopRite does not have dry porcini mushrooms. It's easier for me to Amazon them overnight than it is to go to Wegmans an hour away to get them. So these are what I get. They look like that. They're a really beautiful woodsy mushroom. They're going to add a lot of depth, and we need not only the mushroom portion of this, but we also need the mushroom stock. So here's what I'm going to do. I don't know if Joe can see. He probably can because he's pretty good. Back here, I've got a small saucepan with boiling water. It's simmering water. I do need about a cup or so of the porcini stock. So make sure you're adding enough water that it's going to give you a couple of cups, because the very last, half a cup to a cup, we're not going to use because that's where all the grit goes down to and settles. This bag, I believe, is 3 ounces, yeah, and I need about an ounce. So about a third of this bag, and you put them into that water, and you just let them sit and simmer on a gentle heat for a good, I would say, 10 minutes. And
you did get a question. They said if it's dry January, does that mean you're smoking weed instead? And the answer is no.
I'm not that cool.
And these are also not magic mushrooms. They're just
really
dehydrated.
I'm not that cool. I'm on a path to feel good and working out and all the things because I am bringing Laura back of 2019, which I'm really excited about. No, but I don't drink a lot anyway, so it was kind of like that little extra thing that I wanted to do to stay on track with all my goals, But yes, I'm not that cool. Thank you, Yanni. Yanni in the house. I always love chatting with Yanni in the DMs. So that's exciting. I am going to throw you over to the bartender while I dice up some cremini mushrooms. I just have some cremini mushrooms that I cleaned with a damp towel. I never like to rinse my mushrooms underwater because they absorb all the water and then you lose a lot of the actual mushroom flavor. And I'm going to quarter and slice, like these really small ones, I'm going to quarter. And then the bigger ones, I'm just going to cut in half and then just do some slices. I'm going to do that to my mushrooms, and I'm also going to dice one small onion, or maybe even half. I might not need all of it. And yeah, so I'm going to hand it over to bartender of all bartenders while I do that.
Godfather of all godfathers, bartender of all bartenders. I feel like I'm like special or something. I don't know.
Bartender to the stars.
Just a little special.
Me.
I don't, you know.
Someone said that. Someone said, why is he the bartender to the stars? Is he a famous bartender? I said, no. And he goes, and they go, so you're the only star. And I was like, well, yeah.
Of course.
Thanks.
Of course. I do it for you. I do it for you. And obviously JoJo and Sophia, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, getting a lot of hellos in the chat. We appreciate all the hellos and the love. And the super chat from Yanni, it looks like we got. So thank you, Yanni. The resident Greeks in the house. That's great. So, like Laura said, I just got back from Hawaii. Beautiful time. Went to Oahu. Did the whole Waikiki thing. It was outstanding. Really good time. Really, really chill trip. And I noticed something they had a lot of over there. It's very Polynesian, very Filipino. And they brought it over. All the islands kind of bring their stuff, to Hawaii, right? It's cool. I learned a lot about the history. It was really, really cool. And one thing I had there that I love so much is ube. So it's a really it's almost like a yam, but I had an ube drink over there that I was inspired by. I'm not making the same drink. I'm making something different, but it's close to it. But I bought some ube syrup that I saw them using on the island. So it has notes of fig, vanilla, and cinnamon in it. It's very, very good. I had an ube latte while I was there, outstanding as well. Whenever I saw ube, I got it.
That you would have.
It's so good.
Ube lattes.
So good. If you're in the audience and you've ever heard of it or you've had ube before, give me a thumbs up or give me something. Give me your favorite emoji. Let me know you've had it before, so we can share the love of how awesome it is. I think it's a very underrated potato, fruit, whatever you want to call it, right? So I'm making a coconut ube. I don't know what you want to call it. Coconut ube, just like a drink. I don't know. It's gonna be really good. So I have coconut cream. Okay, it's very thick. This is a thick boy like me. I also have limes that I've juiced into a cup here just to kind of get it ready. I also am going to do a little bit of tequila for some extra kick, and I'm also doing a little bit of coconut rum. So Malibu makes a really good coconut rum. I love it. It tastes really good. A sister to peach schnapps, which was Laura's favorite drink in 2007.
Yes.
So that was something cool. A little fun factoid there for you.
Malibu was ruined for me after a couple of poker nights.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I had a bad run-in with Malibu.
I'm sure. So I juiced a whole lime in this cup here. I'm gonna throw a scoop of the really thick, really thick boy. Coconut. I don't know why I thought it was like more. Last time I worked with this, it was a little bit more like.
That was coconut milk.
Ah, there we go. See,
my coconut has both. Like you could do both. The coconut cream, coconut milk, cream of coconut is probably what you were asking for.
Yep, definitely what I was asking for. It's okay. Well, it's not going to go as good, but it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. We improvise here. So I'm mixing the lime in with the coconut. I'm just mashing it in, getting a nice little like slothy.
You're supposed to sing that, I think.
Put the lime in the
Put the lime in the coconut. There we go. But I'm putting the coconut in the lime. Does that still sound as cool?
Put the coconut in the lime. No,
yeah, so I don't know if you can see in this cup. I'm holding it as far up as I can, Joe. Yeah. But I'm almost making a coconut milk out of it with the lime. See how it looks it's getting like really milky looking, really milky consistency. It's actually looking really good. It smells outstanding already. So I'm actually kind of pumped about it. I was a little scared about it at first, but now I'm pumped about it because I made a mistake with the milk versus the cream, but it's okay. It's okay. Now it's creamy, so we're good. So I'm gonna do about 2 shots of that inside of my shaker. So we're gonna go 1. See, look at the cream consistency in there.
But are you shaking it like a salt shaker?
Yep, shake it like a salt shaker. There we go. 2 shots of that. All right. And I guess Joe's going to have to be my taste tester because Laura's dry, right? You're not going to taste it.
I'll give it an ever so slight taste with a teaspoon.
Okay. All right.
Just to see.
That's a good measure.
That's an easy compromise, right?
Yeah, it's a nice little compromise. All right, so I'm
Yes.
going to do 1 shot of tequila. I'm going to do 2 shots of Malibu because I want to be very coconut forward with this, right? 2 shots of Malibu and the spiced rum. There we go. And then I'm going to do my ube. So ube is going to make it look purple. It's kind of cool.
Ooh.
So with one of the drinks I had, they drizzled ube on top of it to give it the purple like in it. But
Where'd you
I'm gonna
get that?
What's that?
Is that at the liquor store?
No, I actually ordered it online.
I was going to say, I've never heard of that before.
It's a purple consistency. It's really cool. The fruit's purple. And Joe, I don't know if you have the picture ready to go.
Okay.
But
So I totally failed Mike. He asked me to put a picture in here. I'm going to put it in here right now. Let me get Mike up on the screen here.
okay.
This is going to be the most amateur hour thing that anyone's ever witnessed here. I got to go in here. I got to grab this image, but it's going to come in full screen and cover him up. So ignore that. There, that's part. Oh, what did I just do? And now I got to shrink it down so we can see. This is going to look terrible for everybody. I'm going to try and do this.
Joe, I'm sure it's going to look outstanding. Everybody
I'm gonna do it
loves
off
you.
the
Nobody's
edge
going to be judging here.
Hold on.
It's okay.
Let me expand my working area here. Is there a way for me to do this faster? Can I just like
Don't worry about
fit
it.
the screen? Boom.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
There we go. All right.
What am I looking at?
You're looking at. Well, you can't see it there.
No,
but
I can't see it.
oh no, what did I?
So you're looking at, do you want me to explain it?
Yeah. But
Okay,
hold
so
on.
that's called, what you're seeing on the screen probably, I don't know where it's at near my head or something, or if it's over me. It's called a malasada. And people say go to Leonard's Malasadas in Oahu. I went to a place called Penny's. I tried Leonard's. I wasn't as impressed. I think Penny's was better. I posted a video about it on my stories and actually, have it going. But anyway, I got to tell you, overall, I loved Penny's. It was outstanding. Those are malasadas. They're stuffed. They're like little beignets, but they're stuffed with. They use sugar instead of flour, obviously. But they're stuffed with one stuffed with ube. I see it on the screen. One stuffed with ube. One stuffed with coconut cream. The other one was with Nutella. My least favorite was the Nutella.
What?
I know.
I'm really shocked.
I think Sophia, you'd agree, right? Yeah, you'd agree.
Which was the best one? The ube?
Ube, 100% ube. So I'm making this more by color. I'm gonna mix it up here. And I think what I'm gonna do from now on, if I travel somewhere for Tasty Thursday, I'm gonna bring a drink back that I was inspired by from that
There
place.
you go.
You know, like when I go to Italy
There
or
you
something,
go.
right? Or Greece.
Yes.
So I'm gonna shake this up as low as I can so it's not loud.
It looks like you're doing some real little with your backside. Just so you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it as easy as possible here. And then I'm gonna bring the glass here, Joe, for you so you can see it. I should have taken a little bit more, but it's okay.
Oh, hold
Hold
on.
on.
Oh, let me get this shot. Can't
See the purple? See the
Oh,
purple?
that's pretty color.
Purple, nurple, I guess. I don't know what that means, but here we go.
Purple.
And then I'm going to sprinkle the top.
Definitely cream of coconut next time.
Yeah, sprinkle the top with a little bit of coconut flakes, just for some good measure. And there we go.
Here, I have a little
Smells
spoon.
good. Oh my God, it smells so good. I'm coming over to you, Laura.
Okay.
You're my taste tester.
Oh, it's pretty. If that had coconut cream in it, that would be a nice thick one.
I know, I messed up. Coconut cream
okay.
versus whatever.
Actually, you want cream of coconut. Mm-hmm. That's very good.
Boom.
That's
Boom chakalaka.
very good. It's tangy, which I love.
Giuseppe, taste test it. You're the first one.
This is, for lack of a better word, it tastes like a candy gummy.
Oh yeah.
Good? You like it?
Now
I like
I
this.
want to go out and get cream
I
of
feel like
coconut.
it's like if I had a.
I'm sorry. I
Okay.
should have explained better.
For February, we're making that here. at
Yeah,
home,
I'll do my best. I promise I do my
But
best.
I have an idea
What's that?
for March Tasty Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
St. Joseph theme.
Oh, yeah. That'd be great. That'd be outstanding.
I don't know if I should fry pretzels, fry Zeppelis live, but that'd be a sight to see.
Oh, it'd be so
that might
good.
be the only thing we make.
Yeah, that'd probably take a while, right?
That might be the only thing we make, but Okay, let's get back to some cooking. I'm not quite sure what to do next here. Let's do this. So, boscaiola. Like every single dish in Italy, okay, there are different versions of it. And I also think what's important to remember is that not only is there different versions of something throughout Italy, there's different versions of the same dish without the same household. And that might sound really crazy, but like I have a Greek person next to me, and I'm sure because she's shaking her head, she can relate to like how her mom makes something, but her aunt makes it slightly different. Like my mom makes her eggplants one way, her marinated eggplant. My nonna makes the same recipe, but different. And they taste differently. They're both pickled and marinated eggplant, but they're different. So I need you to keep that in mind. Boscaiola is a really lovely recipe that incorporates a few key notes. Pork and mushrooms are really like the star, and I'll talk you through those. And then there are different variations. There are some households that make it without any tomato product, all cream. There's some households that make it all tomato, no cream, and then there's my version that I like a little bit of both. Because I think when you have both, you have a really rich Lux sauce that really holds up well to pork and mushrooms and porcini stock and wine and rosemary, and it is sensational. So the pork in question that I'm using today is sausage. If I can use sausage in place of, say, pancetta, for example, I'm probably going to use sausage because it has more flavor. Traditionally, you'd use pancetta, guanciale, something along those lines. But I'm going to tell you, a couple of links of sausage works so well, and it's infinitely more affordable than it is to source a hunk of pancetta. I've got a large skillet here, and I only have 2 links of sausage because it's really not a sausage sauce with mushrooms. It's a mushroom sauce with a little bit of pork running through it. And like I said, I'm going to use sausage because I prefer it, and I'm just going to break it apart as much as I can. But I'm also going to utilize my wooden spoon and do all that. Okay, Mike, if you want to get to some comments in the DMs, by all means, while I get the sausage in and clean my hands.
Yeah, so let me see here. Nothing really
There's a lot of comments,
questiony.
but I'm not seeing questions. You guys
Yeah,
wanna
nothing
leave
really
questions, leave
questiony.
questions down below. How was your New Year's, by the way? I'm going to go wash my hands.
Yeah, so I made the second one, by the way, and if you haven't seen it, I put a little slice, a tiny little teeny weeny lime on top because it gives that little bit of scent when you go to drink your first sip of it. But yeah, I don't really see any much comments other than, do you have the link to your white recipient for the salt? I don't know what that means, but
Probably somewhere. I just wouldn't, I don't know where because it sells out everywhere all the time. But if I can find it, I will link it on my Instagram because like I said, it sells out all the time. It's called a salt pig. I don't get it.
Laura, you know what happened?
What?
I got to the bottom of the can and it's all coconut milk in the bottom. There we go. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, good. Anyway, yeah, so I feel like I did want to tell you, I feel like Hawaii was really awesome because it had a lot of different flavors there. They use a lot of really good fruits and stuff that they naturally grow on the island. One thing I was really impressed with was the pineapple. I feel like I've never had pineapple like that before in my life.
Sure.
And it comes from Dole, but Dole only ships the pineapple to California, they said. That's it. They can't ship it outside of California.
Why? Temperature maybe?
Maybe, but it's a special variety. And so when you get pineapple anywhere other than California, or I'm guessing the surrounding California area.
Never get good pineapple here.
Yeah. It comes from Mexico.
I never feel like the pineapple that I can get my hands on, because there's never pineapple at a farmer's market, ever.
Yep.
And the only pineapple I can get is at ShopRite, or like Wegmans or whatnot, but it's never ripe. I don't... Yeah. But it's never ripe, and I don't know if I leave it out, how long, because I can't tell on the inside if it's now gone bad, so I just don't know how to tell if the pineapple is ripe if I leave it on my counter. Like with tomatoes, you can see it gets really red, but like I can't see the inside of the pineapple, so then I buy it pre-sliced. It looks orange, but it's also really, really underripe. So it's a lose-lose, but I do get really good pineapple in Italy.
Laura, check this out. Look at this. Look at this pour. This is the end. This is the bottom of the can.
Yes.
That's what I was looking for, guys.
Very nice.
So I'm gonna mix that in there. But yeah, so I got to tell you, I think Hawaii had a lot of different really good fruity stuff that I think you really like if you went there. Long flight for sure, but I think you'd really enjoy it.
Here's my gripe with Hawaii. It's not really with Hawaii. That sounded really awful. if I'm traveling that far, I need to be there for 2 weeks, and I would like it to be in Europe, preferably Italy or Scotland or Spain or France, Greece, something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's further than going to Italy. It kind of annoys me.
It's worth the experience, I would say. I know it's a little further, but it's nothing like it's like its own place, you know?
It's really beautiful. I mean, obviously I've never been, but ow, that splashed me. I hope that burns my lips and gives me full lips.
Oh, the other cool thing I brought back, this shirt here, it's dyed with
That's a cool fact.
Yeah, dyed with coconuts. So they use it, or pineapple, sorry, it's dyed with pineapples, I'm sorry. Yeah, so this shirt is actually dyed with pineapple. I saw it in one of the streets, and it just spoke to me, you know.
I'm going to be honest with you.
What?
I'm not trying to be fresh here, but
What's that?
you love the streets.
I do love the streets.
You're a man of the streets.
I am a man of the streets, actually.
I'm adding my mushrooms and my onions now that I took out the sausage. If you don't like mushrooms, I wouldn't make it. Because that's like the main component. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like saying I like Alfredo but not heavy cream. You know what I'm saying? It's just worth making something else so that you're not cheating yourself out of the full experience, if that makes any sense. Okay. I added my onion and my mushroom. You could also add shallot if you wanted to. I'm going to let that sweat do its thing. I'm going to add a pinch of salt. Okay?
Sean Furlong said you have to go to the Pearl Harbor thing. I honestly got to tell you, Pearl Harbor was very humbling. I spent a whole day there, visited the Arizona Memorial and the Missouri, the ship, the Missouri. It was one of those things you have to go to, and
my stepmom always says that.
you have to go.
see
You
it.
have to go. You have to go.
It's very emotional. That's what she always says. It's Laura. So emotional.
So emotional. Oh, so emotional. Oh, what is that? Is that your dough?
That's my Sicilian pizza.
Ooh,
I'm
not
gonna make
on.
a plain one for my baby, and then I'm gonna make a jalapeno pepperoni situation.
Okay, while I was over there with my coconut dilemma, I didn't quite get what was in
Couldn't
this.
smell nothing, huh?
What's in this?
So far, I just did mushrooms, and it'll come to me.
Mushrooms,
Sausage.
onions. Oh, there's sausage in there.
Yeah, the sausage is over there, though.
Oh, that's what I smell as a base. Whew.
Don't die. She's dying. She's coughing so bad.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
This is my Sicilian pizza dough. My recent Sicilian pizza dough with the vodka sauce. This is that. I divided it in two 9 by 13 inch pans. I'm going to make a plain one from my bean, and then a different one with, where's my sauce? With jalapenos and pepperoni for the adults, and a little hot honey drizzle on top.
We have a couple super chats that came
turkey
in.
sausage. It's not going to give you the same flavor because you really need the fat and you really need that rich flavor, but that should be okay. It should be okay. Try finding like an Italian turkey sausage. I'm not trying to be biased here, but it's that flavor profile. I'm going to do a thin layer of sauce. Now my dough is obviously ready. You can buy pre-made dough. To be honest with you, it's so easy for me to make pizza dough that it takes longer to get in my car and go to ShopRite. Anybody that knows me knows that when it goes below 42, I'm not leaving the house.
Below 42.
It's not going to happen. It was 1.8 degrees last night, or was it?
Yeah, I read 1.8 was the.
No.
It was actually, and it stayed that way even after the sun started to come up. It was from like 7:10 to 7:50 this morning.
It was awful.
We were at 1.8 in the backyard. I went and checked the logs. I was shocked.
Literally terrible.
All right,
10
Mike
out of
has
10,
a
don't recommend.
few super chats, including Sean Furlong.
Oh, thank you very much.
So,
I'm going to I put a little bit of sauce, and I'm going to pop them in the oven for like 10 minutes. Then we'll top them. Then we'll put them back in.
I love it.
Otherwise, if I put all the toppings on now, you're cheating yourself out of crunch.
Don't do that.
Because the top will burn before the bottom crunches.
Could
that
you-
one over there
I'm
is
sorry
saying
to bother
Listerine,
you. Could
it
you
makes my
move-
day.
could you put
'Cause
your
I can
mic
see her.
a little bit closer? You sound very far away. I'm sorry. And I've had a couple people say,
Where do you want it?
I want it closer to your face, your
Like,
fotch.
how do you want me to? I can't move
Right
it.
up a little bit, up a little higher on the strap. Just keep it on the same strap, just up higher.
It did.
Now up a.
How about now?
You still sound a little far.
It's my neck.
It's hard to believe because usually Laura's over here peeking the mic
How's
out of
that?
control. That's better. But aim it toward yourself.
In my bone.
It's over your shoulder.
I can't even see it.
As we know, that's why I gotta be the audio person.
How's that?
That's better. Okay. Don't take your anger out on the mushrooms.
No. I gotta make sure things are looking good. They're looking good.
All right, so the Super Chat printer is back online. We were having a little trouble here a few minutes ago, so it took a while, but they
We're
came out.
back
And
online.
we're putting you on the wall here.
Right, Sonia C, you are coming on the wall. I didn't see anything on the super chat, but I want to thank you for the super chat. Very
10-minute
heartfelt
timer,
thank you.
people. Por favor.
How long?
10 minutes.
Everybody set your timers for 10 minutes. Let us know in the chat when time is up.
Let
If
us
you don't,
know.
then
All right,
everything.
and we
Drink
have
margaritas.
from Yanni, thank you. Hello to my favorite Italians.
Hello.
Hey, Yanni, we love seeing you here every time. Welcome.
Yanni, welcome to life here. We love you. Okay.
I'm just slicing up my jalapeno. I know this is spicy. I know it. I smell it. But I think that hot honey is going to be good. You know? It's going to be good. Makes my eyes burn a little. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I'm trying to get through the comments here. Sorry, I didn't read the comments or the printouts here. Let's see. Laura, turn the pineapple upside down, then take the leaves off. The juice will run down to sweet overnight or 2 days. So you flip it upside down.
Wait.
You turn it upside down. Oh
I have
yeah.
to wait for juices
Because the
to run through
the
it?
sugars will run down the middle.
I don't know how I feel about that. Makes me a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
That makes me a little bit nervous, y'all. Okay, I'm just dicing up some garlic on the same thing that I did my jalapeno. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's gonna be hot.
Oh, the ube. Yeah, Laura, can I send you a link to it and you link it on your story
Yeah,
or
I'll link it
something?
on my story.
Okay, cool. Very good.
That
Okay.
has a fantastic flavor profile. That ube.
Right? It makes my night, and I'm glad I could bring it back for you guys and let the world know about how awesome ube is. It's a very good flavor.
I just can't believe that tastes like a gummy candy. Like it's so.
Yeah, it's very good.
You know what I mean?
Very good. And they make the fact that they make really good what do you call it? Pastries out of it. Ice cream.
I guess you can make it into a. How would you make? Is it alcohol or is it a syrup?
It's a syrup.
Oh.
Yeah, the syrup. Yep, it's outstanding.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Actually, it looks like a potato.
It's like a root vegetable. Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
adding some.
We ate that though.
Drive me crazy. Some rosemary. Oh my god! Just went all over me. And garlic, minced up. You can do a pinch of dry rosemary if you don't have fresh. For whatever reason, the last couple of years, it was very difficult to find fresh rosemary anywhere near us in the grocery store that was like anywhere near good. But you know who had it? Restaurant Depot. Joe bought it for me back in December. I still have it.
Yeah, I was surprised it stayed good this long.
It stayed so good for so long.
Oh, the restaurant Depot trip we took in December?
Yeah, that's the same
Yeah.
rosemary from back then.
Wow. That stayed good for a long time. That's awesome.
It stayed good for a long time.
All right, we got a super chat that I'm reading this time. It
Okay,
says,
yeah, so I just want to say, if we could just not have any politics at all
Yes.
in any
No.
of the chats.
Yes.
Mike's reading the super chats live.
I read the super chats
and
live.
he
I don't
doesn't
look at
read them
them.
ahead of time. He just reads them. So
Yes,
I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable.
100%.
You don't want to make me emotional,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Laura, this is Making My Night from Georgiana Cheery, it looks like. Yes. So there we go. I'm going to put that on the wall, Georgiana. Thank you for joining our wall. We appreciate your love and support. There we go.
I want to do my wine. Let me show you. That is looking great. And there are some really great bits at the bottom of that skillet. And I'm going to deglaze that with some white wine, dry white wine, a little Pinot. And when it comes to wine, here's the thing. I always say, obviously, I never, ever, ever buy store-bought cooking wine at the grocery store. I would never use that. I would never use that. I don't think it's good. It's glorified vinegar, and I don't like it. But you also don't have to spend an arm and a leg on like the fanciest bottle of wine at the grocery store. The saying goes, if you wouldn't drink it, you wouldn't cook with it. But I would drink a $7 bottle of wine. I'm not above that. So I'm not going to like hunt for the most expensive wine. You go to Kirkland, those bottles of wine are like $10. And they got a screw on it, which I love, like a cap screw. I love that. And they last a while in your fridge. Make sure you refrigerate them so that you can keep them a while. And like, what a nifty thing, right? You're not having to spend a ton. And if you're someone that really does not drink much at all, and you don't even really cook with wine at all, you can get those real small little bottles at the liquor store. You know how they have the little packs of 4 and whatnot? And then that way, because it's still closed, you don't have to worry about using them really quickly, and they won't go bad. So you can always do that. And it works out really lovely. Okay, that is reducing and doing really beautiful things. I love seeing it. I love smelling it. It's making me happy. It's bringing me joy. To that, I'm going to add some tomatoes. You can use any tomato product that you have in terms of like a crushed tomato, tomato sauce, anything along those lines. I'm going to use my home canned tomatoes because, well, I do think it's the best. And it smells like summer. It smells so good. It's like, literally, like summer. You need about 14-ish ounces. I don't want to use all of that because I don't think I need all of that. Oh, it smells so good already. It's amazing.
I'm getting overloaded over here, if I can quickly. First of all, Laura, this is worth mentioning from the chat. I'm sorry, now I'm actually reading the chats, and getting through this here. Kenzie Cole, currently in labor watching this. Thanks for the distraction.
Oh my gosh, you're in labor!
How sweet is that?
Oh my gosh, we're on baby watch. What's her name?
Kenzie Cole.
Kenzie, oh, congratulations. I'm going to tell you this. That day, when that baby was born, I would relive it was the best day of my, it was the best day of my life. I had a great team of doctors. Trust your doctors. They're going to know what's best for you, okay? I know you're nervous. If it's your first one, you have no idea what's happening, okay? My doctor kept saying to me, you're doing great. Your body's doing all the things. I'm like, I don't know what it's doing. It's ripping to shreds. And she's like, it's great. You're amazing. Like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, really? Because it don't feel good. And she goes, no, it's great. Calm down. So I always say, trust your team. If you feel uncomfortable in any way, for whatever reason, speak up. If something doesn't feel right, speak up, even if you think you sound ridiculous. Do you want to know what I told my nurse? Don't laugh. I've never said this to you. Do not laugh. She's a gynecologist. She delivers babies all day long. Do not laugh. I want to preface this by saying it was my first and only child experience, and I had never I never had an epidural before, okay? I had no idea my legs would go numb. I didn't know. I didn't know. Do you remember this, babe? I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I also didn't know they use actual olive oil. My baby came into this world drenched in olive oil.
Listen, I thought my lady bits would go numb. But like what my legs do to you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do I do? So I didn't know. So I called nurse screaming. I'm paralyzed.
Well, I mean, I can understand the reaction because they give you this needle and
because
they're like,
I fell asleep
they
and
shut
I
the
woke
lights
up
off
and my legs wouldn't work.
Yeah, they shut all the lights off and then they have you sign a document that says if we accidentally stab you in the wrong
Yeah,
place with this needle in your spine, it's over for you. But they shut the lights off so you can't really read it.
So I was really like I didn't know what's going on. So I called in my nurse, Nurse Kelly, an angel on earth. Your labor nurse will be an angel on earth. I'm sure he or she is. I'm sure. If I could see her and hug her again, I would. I call her immediately. I'm like, I'm paralyzed. I was paralyzed. She's like, well, what do you mean? I said, well, my legs are numb. She goes, you had an epidural. And I was like, well, yeah, but it went to my legs. And she goes, no, babe, that's the whole point, is that your lower body goes numb. I said, including my legs. She says, yeah, put this peanut between your legs. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to hold a peanut when my legs give out? She's like, you're going to have to learn. I'm like, I can't do this. And she goes, well, that's why you have a husband. So my legs kept flopping over this peanut ball, and he had to constantly like lift my leg, and there was nothing I could do about it. So if you feel like something's wrong, even though it's not, Call your nurse.
Now I'm gonna preface this with I'm only joking with what I'm about to say because I get so much heat when I say it. But the couch in there was really uncomfortable. I mean, come on. The dads really need a better couch.
Big. The poor man could not. There was not even.
Upgraded it.
Here we go.
It might have.
I'm waiting
It was
for it in the chat.
So small.
Joe, you're burying yourself over there like me right now.
It was amazing. Brenda, you are amazing.
We have a lot of super chats over here, Laura.
Thank
Oh
you
yeah,
very
let's hit
much.
the super chats. Mike's gonna
So,
get them on the wall.
also,
Really quickly,
Oh,
I
whoa,
want to
whoa.
add my mushrooms. These are
Here we go.
the rehydrated porcini mushrooms. And I'm going to add them to my sauce along with my sausage and cut them small. It's been 10 minutes? Okay, good. I'll check. I'm going to add them to my sauce along with my mushrooms. Nope, along with my sausage. Okay? And I'm going to show you one more thing I need you to do. I'm going to give you a tip, so keep watching. I'm going to add my sausage. And if you were using pancetta, you would be adding that here, okay? Now, I'm just squashing the cherry tomatoes that were in my jar. This might not look thrilling at the moment, but you're gonna have to just trust me because it really is so sensationally delicious.
Okay,
This is
I
a
got a few
crucial thing.
complaints that the sound is going in and out. Is that happening for everybody? Because I'm hearing it okay on my end, but I'm gonna have to pull something up and check it. But go ahead, keep going. I'll try to debug it.
I need some of this stock, but try not to get it from the very bottom because all of the grit settles to the bottom of your pan. So I just, if you can you see? I just scoop from the very top. Can you see me?
Let me try and get this shot right here.
You're close.
Yeah,
Keep
people
going.
are saying they can't hear, so I gotta make sure.
Scoop from the very
do
top.
you want me to switch mics?
No, it's not the mics, because it's something else. I'm working on that.
Happening for everyone.
I don't know if it's an internet connection issue or what.
The internet has been terrible recently.
Yeah.
So is mine in my house. It's weird.
I think it's only someone found it now is missing.
Couldn't tell you. I wish I could. I'm gonna crank this up a little tiny bit. I'm gonna season it really well. Most people saying it's fine though. Some people said they can't hear. I don't know.
Anybody refills? Refills? Joe?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Salt. Cook that in. I'm going to. That smells so good. You know what I forgot to grab upstairs? I forgot to grab parm, but I will. Okay, I'm going to IG quite quickly, and I'm
So
going to.
I just want you to know, I checked the audio. It seems like it's okay now. If anybody has a problem again, just make sure. I still hear some people. It seems like it might be a YouTube problem. I'm going to keep checking and doing.
Okay, some questions from IG. Oh, my gosh, babe. Hold on. My pizza.
While you're getting the pizza, Fred Garvin 77 says, "Hi, Laura. I've been watching you for 14 years. You taught me how to cook. Thank
Oh my
you."
gosh. But I'm not even that old. I'm not that old.
Kim and Sisson says, "Hi from Orlando. I will be in Orlando tomorrow. Beautiful Orlando. I hope it's warm down there." Whew. Okay, we have 4 super chats, by the way, too, queued up. Whenever you're
Oh,
ready.
thank you very much.
If you want me to go through them or not. Let's see.
Okay. What happened?
He said he hasn't read them yet. He wants to read them.
No, I read through these now, the super chats.
What I'm saying, he hasn't.
Ready to go. So Susie Bachicha says, "My son and I love watching and making your recipes together, Laura."
Oh, I
Very
love
nice.
that.
Then we have Rosie Healy says, "Hello, Laura, Joe, and Mike. I've been following Laura in the kitchen for a long time." Thank you, Rosie. That's really
Thanks,
sweet.
Rosie.
You're on our board. And then we have Liz, a little late but happy 2025 from Chile Reunion, Florida. I hope this year brings happiness and joy to everyone.
Amen.
Reunion, Florida. I'll be close to Reunion this week.
Yes.
Beautiful. And then last one is from Sus North 40. All the best to you all.
Aw,
Very nice.
Right
All these
back
good
at
wishes.
you.
I love the happiness and joy putting out there.
Isn't
Beautiful
that
stuff.
nice? Okay. Before I eat all the cheese. Mats. Okay. I had some that was already shredded. I'm about to choke to death here. It's really okay. I'm really fine. I am gonna take my pizza. I'll do one at a time. Okay? It needs a touch more sauce, obviously. This will be the plain. Let's make this the plain one, shall we? You know? Now, this is my no-cook pizza sauce. This is my favorite sauce. This is what my dad has always made. This is what I grew up making when it came to pizza sauce. It's my favorite. But you can use any sauce that you like, obviously. And that, you know, that's for pretty much anything you do. You can literally, someone said to me in my comments in my meatloaf video, they said, I enjoy watching you and I love watching your recipes, something along those lines. And even though this recipe will never replace my family's recipe, I love to watch you. I love that. I love that it will not change your family's recipe. Like, I love that you're watching food content because, like me, I love food content. But someone else's pizza dough recipe will never replace mine. Someone else's donut recipe will never replace my nonna's. That doesn't mean that I can't appreciate it. But, like, I love that. I love that you have your family's recipes that are special to you and no one's going to touch that. So if you have your own way of doing things, your own recipes for stuff, that's how it should be, because that's how you celebrate and that's how you continue having those traditions, you know, like through food. Otherwise, they go away, and what a sad thing that is. I need to grate a bit more cheese because I am cheese heavy when it comes to my pizzas. I hate a dry pizza. I always say it could be a little floppy, but I prefer it because it's really cheesy, and I like a really cheesy pizza.
Cheesy for cheesy.
Do not bother. It's just the way I roll. It's a personal thing, and I like to use a mix of 50-50 part skim and whole milk. Whole milk for that pull, but it's got too much moisture, so the part skim comes in to keep it from getting really soggy because it has less moisture.
Okay, so we have a couple people here saying if you refresh the page, oh, she's just going for the cheese. That if you just refresh the page, that it will, the audio will fix. And Sean says you didn't read his super chat, Mike. Sean Furlong says you didn't read his super chat.
I thought I did. Sorry, I was a little bit like
there was an
thrown
audio
off.
issue too, so I don't know
Yeah,
if it was
a
maybe
little
during
thrown
that.
off by the super chats tonight. I'm not on my best game tonight. Sean Furlong, I read every. I'm sure.
But the audio may have cut out. There was a problem with the audio, so I don't know if it was maybe during that.
Wait a minute. Sean's had something to do with food.
Yeah, was it the no? Because I saw one from Boston Cream Pie, but that was before.
Hold on, Sean, am I right that it have to do with bacon, egg, and cheese, or am I just making that up?
I love your bacon, egg, and cheese.
There you go. See?
There we go.
When no
Awesome.
one thinks I'm watching, I am always
Laura's paying attention.
watching.
There we go.
I
You
always
have-
tell me I got eyes in the back of my head, and she always goes, how? Like, and plus, I'm very involved in her school. I know everyone in her
Mike
school.
got another.
Yes, I did. So from Liz, thank you so much for the generous super chat, Liz.
Thank you, Liz.
When I was having my C-section, I told my doctors I can't breathe and I can't feel my chest. They are like, you are, like, are you talking? Yes, you're breathing. LOL.
Oh my God!
Like, are you talking? Yeah, you're breathing then.
You don't
These
know.
doctors,
Like, yeah,
you
this
know?
is the first
You know?
time. Like, it's a
You know?
scary thing. Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now, okay? I'm going to tell you this right now. Everyone says childbirth is just it's the most natural. It's what your body was made for. I'm going to tell you what. You try pushing out a watermelon, okay? You try growing a whole human with shoulder blades, okay? And tell me that shit feels good.
You
Pardon
try
my French.
sleeping on that couch that they give you in that birthing room. I mean, come on. Couldn't you make it 2 inches
My
longer?
point.
Listen, it was
Oh,
a
we
2
did.
a.m. birth. Come on. What time was she born?
1 p.m.
Oh, that's right.
It was 2 a.m. It was a 2 a.m. epidural scene.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, they shut the lights off.
They shut all the lights off, and Joe looks at me and he reads it. I'm like, why are you reading? Why are you reading it? And I'm like trying not to breathe because I'm in pain. I got contractions, and he goes, Are you sure? Can you do it without it? I was like, I'm gonna kill you.
Well, they hook you up to this like earthquake monitoring machine that starts showing you all these tremors, and you're like, "Ooh, there's one," and then it goes away. And then another one comes. It's like, come on. If they
it
had
was
told us
bad.
that we were still 12 hours away from the show, we would have stayed home for 12
Earthquake
hours.
monitoring machine.
That's
Yeah,
not
it looks
how-
Oh,
like
I just got that.
It like
I
goes
just
up
got
and down.
that. Yeah. Okay.
That's really not how it works, but you know.
It looks like the thing they measure earthquakes with. Okay, it's a seismometer.
Yeah. Wow. We had a good time in that room though. We had Jamie in there, Brittany. It was a good time. I had Brittany fighting with the people at the cafeteria because I waited 2.5 hours
I mean, I
for
gotta
my
give him
dinner
props
and it
for the
was raw.
cafeteria.
Didn't
It
we
was-
FaceTime because I was in Chicago?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. I felt.
You
I
said,
was,
don't have the baby while I'm gone. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not. I'm a week early.
Can't have my goddaughter when I'm not there.
Within
you know? Come
24
on.
hours. Like,
someone-
sorry.
Vilma says, wow, Joe didn't remember what time his daughter was born. Of course I remember what time she was born. In fact, I think I was, well, technically I was the first person to hold her standing up, maybe. But anyway,
Oh,
Standing up,
speaking of babies,
it was
Jamie
definitely
Boucher.
sunny outside,
Jamie
but I
Boucher
had to
sent me a
stay
picture
the
of
night.
Jack.
Oh,
Yeah,
On the couch.
he should be about a year old by now. I feel like he was
Can't
born around
believe it.
December.
yeah? I cannot
So-
believe it.
That's crazy. Another super chat came in. Here we
Hello,
go.
let's go back to the sauce really quickly because we need to give it a
The sauce
touch of cream.
Is boss. Whoops, wrong camera.
Oh, yeah.
Who's moving around upstairs?
Your daughter.
Shaking the ceiling camera.
Who do you think?
You know, she's the best. She's the best.
She's pretty great. She's very, very excited for Florida.
Are we gonna have warm weather in Florida next week or what?
In the 70s next week, not tomorrow though.
Oh, I know, it's okay. I'll settle for that because I'll go in my pool like probably. I'll put the heater
Mia
on.
said, can you make sure that the pool is on and hot when she gets there?
Yes, it will be extremely hot. Hot enough for both of us to sit on a floaty and relax, or go in the lazy river. Well, or we can go to the main. Whatever we want to do. It'll be a good time. I'm excited. She's
What's
packed her
going on?
bags.
Is someone doing
I'm
gymnastics
telling them
above
to
you?
probably.
She packed her
like,
bags.
Sounds like there's somebody doing gymnastics.
She's been packed for days.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got some Instagram comments that I'm going to get to. How do you fit it all in what you do every single day? Family, house, cooking, work, etc. I do my best. And some days, something's got to give. So some days I don't get time to take a shower until at night. Some days my workout has to take a back seat. Some days I can't film as much as I want to. Some days I don't film at all, order takeout, and go to lunch with my friends. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I be doing that, you know? But the answer really is, like, you don't. You can't do it all. If you can, that's great. Most of the time I do. Some days I don't, and I really don't care. I don't feel bad about that.
I don't know what's going on upstairs. Now it sounds like somebody's rearranging the kitchen and maybe installing a new oven. Like, I don't know what I just heard.
Yeah. There's a lot of moving
I
around.
don't know.
So Catherine Murray sent a super chat and said, have been sick all week with a sinus infection, and this is the
no.
best medicine. Thank you for all you guys do. That's so nice,
That's
Catherine.
very nice, Kathy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank
right
you.
I'm leaving on
I want to taste my sauce. Yeah, whatever's happening up there. It's your daughter doing flips.
There's a good question. If you don't have any homemade tomato sauce on hand,
Yeah.
what is your go-to grocery store brand?
Well, you know, I tell you, that varies. Hold on. That is so delicious. That sauce is so delicious. Everybody alive?
So yeah, they just decided it was a good time to start renovating.
What were they doing?
It was your sister, not my daughter.
What was she doing?
She decided to like expand the table. I guess maybe she did it 6 times because it's been going on for a while. You know how you slide it open and put the leaf in the middle? Anyway, we're back.
Oh, Jamie said he turned 1 on December 12th.
Oh, I knew it was coming up. I knew it was coming up. See? Little Jack.
He's already
So
in
cute.
18 and 20 months close. Still a happy baby. Oh.
I was in this spot when we got it before, when we started talking about that.
I love it.
So cute.
I really love the tutoros. I think it's cento. Sorry, the cento tomato puree, the passata in the bottle. That's my go-to puree. Go-to. I also find it to be like a really good price for the taste. I think I want to say actually don't have any to show you, but any whole plum San Marzano tomatoes that have the DOP and sign on there, that would be a go-to for me. Those are really the 2 things that I buy. I've said this before, I don't care for pre-crushed tomatoes. I just don't like the texture. I will crush whole plum tomatoes myself if I want a crushed tomato. A petite diced tomato, you can really go with any brand because I don't typically ever make a sauce out of petite tomatoes. That's usually for like a soup or a stew, and to me, they're all interchangeable. But to make a pot of sauce, it would be that. Cento would be a good brand. Like I said, just And here's a really big misconception that I feel like just needs to be cleared up because, and I'm going to have people that are going to fight me in the comments over this. Sugar in the sauce, yes or no? And it's not a blanket answer. Like I can't say yes and I can't say no. If I'm in Italy and I'm using Italian brand tomatoes or I'm using tomatoes that are grown in the ashes of the volcano that are so sweet, you don't need to add any sauce. But if you're using a tomato can product or canned tomato product that's acidic, you need a bit of sugar to balance that acidity. It's not a blanket statement. It really depends on the quality of the canned tomatoes that you are using. Now, have I ever seen an Italian in Italy put tomato sauce in their product? No. Did I just put tomatoes? Did I just put sauce? Not at all. Did I just put sugar in my tomato? No, because my tomatoes are locally grown. They are picked literally 2 days before I can them. So they are sun ripe and they're sweet and they're delicious and they don't need any. They're not really that, acidic. But it really does depend on the quality of tomatoes. So when you're watching someone online put a bit of sugar in their tomatoes, it may just be because their canned tomato product is not very sweet. And that's the story with that. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the cheese on seafood dilemma. Does cheese belong on clams and spaghetti? Absolutely not. Never in my life. Does it belong on like a lobster ravioli with a blush sauce? Absolutely. So it's not a blanket statement. And I also think, contrary to popular beliefs, and they're gonna revoke my Italian card with this one. Eat what you want. If you want to put cheese on your shrimp, put cheese on your shrimp. Who I care? I really don't. Like, it's personal preference. Who am I to yuck someone's
You better watch
yum?
out because we're going to the Italian consulate on
Little
Monday.
bro, first of all, that
That's
smells
for my baby.
outstanding.
It does.
Outstanding.
I would argue with you, except I agree.
Whew. Something got me in the eyes. I don't know why. Outstanding. Second of all, I'm gonna be the crazy person here, but I like my sauce a little sweeter.
But that's okay. That's personal preference. I'm
I
gonna
know
have
I'm
you
weird.
taste this, and there's no need for any sugar.
I know I'm weird. I'm a weirdo, and
But also keep in mind, this has cream, which will instantly bring down that acidity. So like maybe vodka sauce doesn't require any sugar or any sweetener, but if you're using a canned tomato product that's really acidic,
My
it
God.
might,
I do want to give a shout out to Stormy Miller, who sent in a super chat a little while ago.
Yep,
Very
yep.
generous super chat. Thank you very much, Stormy, for that. Mike's going to
I'm gonna read
get
it
to
up
that and get on
in
the
a
board.
second.
And
That
also,
is so delicious.
I did pin Laura's salt pig. I think it's the right one. It's from Target. Is that right?
No.
It
What's
looks
the
like the
brand?
same one.
Henry?
Emily Henry?
Yeah.
Okay. Or Emile Henry?
Emile.
Where does that pin? I've never done it before in a live, so if you guys just want to let me know in the chat, can you even see that I did that?
I don't know.
Let me know. I'm curious.
Yeah, so Stormy Miller says, I love you guys. Can you make a dish that I had in Italy that was a potato/fava bean dip in lor cantado?
I would have to try that. I like that. I don't know what that would be. A potato with fava beans?
No, it says I love you. Can you make a dish that I had in Italy that was
Yeah.
like potato fava?
So
bean
maybe Stormy, if you can follow up in the chat with where that was from or with a
dip? Lor
restaurant, maybe.
Cantando. Is
So we
that
can
the
find
restaurant
it?
Or the location, like the
Maybe
city?
Laura can find it and see what it was and maybe duplicate it. Maybe.
Someone says it's in the bottom left of the screen. So you can see the salt pig there. I can only pin one item at a time, but I added 3 items. Maybe there's a carousel. I really don't know.
Guys, I actually made like multiple refills here for you, the audience and stuff. It seems to be a pretty good hit with this drink.
It's giving me hot veins.
It's very good. It's very
good.
beautiful too. I'm just making my maplewood salad. I love the salad. If you have ever gone to Joe's Italianos, also known as the Maplewood, they serve you this salad with your meal, like at the beginning of your meal, and it is so simple, but it's so good. I always do a mixture of iceberg, which I love iceberg. I do. I make a romaine. I use this, the little leaf, baby crisp green. I love this. It's a little bit pricey, I'm not gonna lie, but it's really good. I do about a handful of that, but it's mostly iceberg, believe it or not. If you can't find that, then we just use romaine. And I just break that up with my hands. That's already washed. Just break that up with my hands.
Okay, so Stormy says it's a town in the I'm going to say it wrong, Puglia region
Puglia.
of Italy, and it's close to Bari. So you know what that means? We have to take a road trip and go find this.
Yep, we gotta find
Road
it.
trip.
Gotta find it. Gotta find it.
So I mean, over the last few years, we've spent more time kind of venturing out when we go to Italy to different places.
Look at that, beautiful.
Oh, look at this. Look
And you
at
gotta
this.
do this while it's hot. While it's hot. I can't see it.
Did you just get short? What happened? Can you go down the steps?
I like the little
Laura
jig you
used to
just
do
did.
this thing where she would just,
Oh, bye.
yeah, when she would get mad,
I'm
she
really
would
sore
just,
for my workout, so I can't bend
Yeah.
that low. I lost my hot honey. Nope, it's right here. Do it while it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Ooh.
And just, I'm going to have these guys try this out. The
We're getting a lot of tomatoes, or a lot of carrots in the tomato sauce comments.
Listen, I don't find that adds enough sweetness to offset the acidity. I have done it. I don't think it adds enough when you have a really acidic product. But that's just, again, we're talking personal preference, right? Anyway, back to my salad. Tomatoes, although I actually don't think the Maplewood uses tomatoes, but I do.
I don't remember, but I just know that your version of it is outstanding.
It's actually not a very complicated situation. It's very simple. The only thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not going to, well, maybe I will. I wasn't gonna dress it all at once because if there's any leftovers, I can't store it. But we'll eat it tonight, right?
Oh yeah,
Joe
I'll
will
figure it
finish
out.
it.
what's
Joe,
this? What am I finishing?
The salad.
Joe,
Oh, yeah.
mukbang.
Listen, at the end of the day, when there's anything left over on the table, it's mine.
Joe will eat it.
It's mine.
Yep, Joe's mukbangs it.
Listen, I stay up a lot of hours late at night, so I gotta have calories to get me through the day.
You got chickens to watch, you know?
Gotta do it all.
Yep.
They also use black, like standard American black olives. I don't have any, but if you have olives, by all means, add them in. Okay? And I'll show you the thing that makes this the Maplewood salad. Okay? Other than that, it's like, as you can see, it's like very standard, very boring, not that thrilling. But I don't know why it works, but it does.
You want to give a recap of everything you're doing here, just so everybody knows
Yes,
what's
give me
up?
1 second.
Okay. And then somebody asked if you're watching Dexter, and the answer is
Not yet.
not yet.
We just have not had the time. We really have not. I have been filming so much. I've been making myself crazy because in order to go on vacation, the show still goes on for you guys. And
Joe,
so-
people want you to mukbang for them.
Jasmine, I did it once actually. Mike and I went to a Red Robin.
Yeah, Red
and
Robin.
I mukbanged
Yum.
on TikTok Live.
You did.
It was
not.
my
You
first
did.
time I ever used TikTok Live, and I got like thousands of people tuned in.
It was
And
actually pretty
It was
cool.
just crazy. I must have just trended for some reason because I really don't have that many TikTok followers, and I just use TikTok kind of to be silly.
I have that thing where I'm really bothered by different sounds. It's like it's called something. Misphonia?
Listen,
I can't.
I was
Like, here's the
ASMR in
thing.
those French fries at Red
And I'm
Robin.
gonna be honest with you, and this pains me. This hurts my heart so bad. My Nana is the love of my life. Like, love of my life. She's so loud. Everyone's just so loud. But while the
Oh,
table
boy.
together, it's like it's hard. Sometimes Joe's just really loud, and I try and be really pleasant about it. But then he says,
It's hereditary. My dad's the same way.
I know, and that's why I can't sit next to you.
There's no question of whether or not we're eating because you'll know.
Poor Joe.
There's no question.
Poor Joe.
There is no question on whether or not you guys are chowing down. I can hear it from the next zip code. It's so.
Like an apple or something crunchy.
Oh God! One day.
I have to mute my mic back here
I
when
used
I
to
eat.
work with his dad, and one day he walks into the office, and I hear a crunch, and I'm thinking, my eyes are twitching. I'm going, this is not good. And then he gets close to me because we're talking about QuickBooks or something. I don't know. And then I realize he's eating an onion.
He's eating an onion?
Yes, Joe has. This is.
Oh yeah, my dad. Listen, my dad
He
did
told
weird
me
stuff.
his sinuses were backed up, so he's eating an onion.
He's eating an onion.
So all I heard was the crunch and the onion that was making my eyes burn. And he goes, I apologize, Laura. I know it's strong. And all I could think about was the sound. The sound.
Listen, you
my
guys-
Nana has dentures. Do you know what that does to me?
These guys make fun of me all the time Oh, the denture. Oh, your Nana sounds. Your Nana sounds are the worst ones. I'm not just throw it out. They're the worst ones. I'll be laying there I'm in the other room trying to sleep, and it's 2:00 in the morning. She decides that she's hungry after she kills a mouse or something outside, and then she goes. I ain't even gonna get into it.
You
And
can
so then
hear
she
it
gets-
across the room.
I
Yeah.
hear her like.
It's like a mouse.
Yeah.
And I like don't know if it's a
It is pretty funny. It is.
But hey, you guys
I don't
mock
know
me
if
all
it's
the
like-
time for my single ingredient snacks. Like I'll just go grab a carrot and skin it and eat the carrot
You're
right there and
very
there.
straight.
But
Or a
I
piece
do
of
remember,
celery.
as when we were younger in high school, I do remember your dad
Oh
walking to the
wait,
refrigerator
this
and
is
just
the
getting a
thing,
carrot.
by the way, that makes the salad
Um,
so good. You have to add these sweet pepper strips, not in the marinade, but in the brine. That I love these. You have to, because when the juice is mixed with the oil and vinegar and the salt and oregano, oh, just don't chew it loudly. I don't
I
know
can't
if it's
help
the
it.
poly grip she uses or what, but it is such a smacking sound. It
Aw.
makes me feel violent. Like
Nana.
I can't. I know. I love it
and
so
it could be the
much.
littlest thing. She'll just eat like one muscle, and you're like, "What was going on in there?" for
I
the
do
last 5
remember
minutes?
it being very. It is
It's
exorbitantly loud. Yeah,
and
I
you
feel
know
bad.
who's also loud like that? My dad.
Oh
mean-
yeah, Papa Sal.
You know.
We all miss Papa Sal, and
Oh,
I
here
would love to
comes.
know how many people
Oh.
want to see him back on this show.
Here comes.
Oh, I didn't even tell you this, Joe. Calls me the other day when you were in Florida. Hey, baby, what you doing? I'm like, I'm getting ready. I was shooting or something. I was like, I'm getting ready to pick up Mia from school. He goes, yeah, I'm going to come over tonight, okay? I'm like, all right. He goes, who's there? I was like, well, just right now it's just me. But then Iz will be home and yada, yada. I think you may become, I don't know, something.
Yeah.
And he goes, where's Joe? I'm like, well, Joe's in Florida. And he goes, never mind.
Oh yeah, never
And
mind.
I'm like, what? And he goes, wait, he goes, well, I needed the help with my car. you
I knew
know?
it.
Yep. It's
I
always
knew
the
it.
car.
It's always. He gets a new car. He used to have this car. The car he had before this car, my God, it must have been through 4 rollovers, 6 accidents, and
Really did.
but it would get him from A to B. And I was like, Papa
my
Sal,
God.
what's going on with this? Hey, some guy hit me in the back, but hey, they gave me a check. Hey, it's okay. All right. So,
You guys, he walked around with black duct tape on his
no,
car.
he came in one day. Joe, do you have screws for my bumper? I was like, I don't have that screw. He goes, I don't care what screw, just put a screw. He's dragging it on the
can't.
ground. And now he has a nice car. He has a nice Volkswagen. And when he gets it, he says to me, this is my favorite. Hey, Joe, I will need to do work to this car for a while. I'm thinking, yeah, sure. Why don't you wait till that first oil change shows up? He's going to be over here. And then I'll go to Florida 2 weeks later. Where's Joe?
Where's Joe? He goes, I'm not going to come. I need Joe. You got to happen in my car.
He wants to
you know?
rotate his tires, he said. That was what it was. Don't
I
worry.
want
he
to
also
rotate my
texted me.
tires.
One day, this is when my Uncle Tony was here. He comes over. I don't know what he's doing to his car. Joe is irate. He's like, oh my gosh. 'cause Joe wasn't
hold on.
home.
I was
Hold
irate
on.
because nobody told me he was
Hold
here.
on, hold on. Joe, there's one area of his life where he's very organized. His tools, okay? The garage is like his pantry. So everything is organized. He has, I don't do these things, okay? It's not my job. I don't do it, okay? There are different things I don't do. I don't do those things. He has a wrench.
It's a torque
for
wrench.
Like, I don't know. He has like 44 wrenches.
There's
Each
a
one
whole
of
bunch
them
of different
does-
torque wrenches, but it's the
each
biggest
one
one.
does like a specific thing,
Right.
okay? In terms that a foodie would understand, okay? My dad comes over to work on this big job on his car, and he used, in terms we understand,
Oh, I wasn't
he
sure if he
used a
did or not.
serrated knife where he should have used like a chef's knife with a clean edge and ruined the serrated part on the knife.
No.
That's what he did to his tools, like destroy. He all of a sudden I see him with a crowbar kicking it, and I'm like, what is going on? My Uncle Tony is like, oh, what's going on? Da, 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 da. He comes in, he's got oil everywhere. So now I'm thinking if he
Wait,
touches
for my
something-
mechanically inclined people out there,
don't
you
know what
can't
that
use a
is.
torque wrench as a pry bar. That's all I
You
gotta say.
can't. Whatever that
Because
means.
it's not a torque wrench anymore after you do that. Okay?
Anyway, I'm telling my sister to bring me the parm. Anyway, he comes over and Joe's irate. He's like, "Oh, my tools!" Because he's not
It
very
wasn't my
organized.
tools, it was that one tool. It's the only thing I was worried
He
about.
wasn't
one tool.
very organized. He wasn't very. He's not very calm. Is that the word?
Oh, my favorite part, hon, was when I got here. He had already been here for like an hour and a half. And
An
by the
hour
way,
and a
the
half?
reason
He's
I
been
was
here
mad
3
was because,
hours.
yeah, 3 hours. I was 40 minutes away, and you didn't tell me that he was here. Based on the math you just gave me, 3 hours. I was 40 minutes away, so that's
Wow.
2 hours and 20 minutes that he was in there rooting around and things. Okay, and I get here, and he hasn't even got his first brake rotor off, or
Oh,
the
boy.
first brake rotor's still in the car.
All I know is
and
if
he was doing a
someone
great
did
job,
that
by the
to
way.
my kitchen tools.
Okay. And so then
That'd be
Goodbye.
bad.
I said, "You're still doing the first one?" He goes, "Hey, Joe, it's stuck. I can't do it." Within 30 seconds, I had it off. He goes, "You see, this is what happens when you have the right tools and you know where they are." I was like, "Well, you should have called me. I would have come home."
It was a sight to see, my friend.
Somebody wants to know about the peppers. They're cento. I picked these up
Oh,
the other
yes,
day, and
yes.
let's talk about that because Laura asked me for sweet, what was it, cherry peppers?
Yeah,
but I
and they're
couldn't
sweet,
find them.
But those are there as well.
And
These are
I
different.
just
These
couldn't
are
find them.
sweet pepper strips, but sometimes you'll be able to find sweet cherry pepper strips.
Oh, I love
those
them.
are even better. They're hard to find.
They-
Even though I know
I mean,
Centum is that. I know
I'll
they make
check
them.
the app and see maybe because ShopRite app shows you in the store what aisle
But
everything's in.
for
But I'll
whatever
check.
reason, that. Mike, can you go upstairs in the fridge and grab the parm?
Yes.
Please. I texted my sister, but I haven't heard back.
It's in the fridge. In which fridge?
Yes, in the upstairs fridge. You know you're mic'd, so don't say anything.
No,
naughty.
I know, but which fridge?
In the kitchen.
Oh, in the kitchen. The parm.
So not only are you mic'd and you can't say anything crazy, make sure nobody says anything crazy.
Oh, I know.
Laura
I
likes
know.
to leave the room
I already
and start
said
yelling
crazy
at
things
people.
tonight without even knowing, so I'm good. I've maxed my cue.
Tell you what. Pasta one.
What was on the live, Joe?
What's that?
What does that mean? Anyway, this is my salad. She's beautiful. She is amazing. She is the moment. To it, I'm going to add
Mike's gonna forget he's mic'd
olive
up.
oil.
I can hear him up there.
Okay.
Everybody can hear him up there.
You need salt. First, you need vinegar. I'm going to use red wine vinegar. No, that's not red wine vinegar. Dove sta? Dove sta? Dove sta? Non lo so, non lo vedo sta sopra. Pretend I'm drizzling red wine vinegar because it's upstairs.
Mike, you gotta go up again.
No, it's fine. That's not what I needed. But it'll work. It will work. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work.
Whew.
Pretend I have
Mamma
that.
mia.
And red wine vinegar. Okay?
Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh yeah, it got a little pink color to it.
That works. Muchas
Okay.
gracias, señorita.
You got it. I'm just like,
You're
I did my exercises today.
So, AKA Cinnamon Girl says, mute his mic. See, here's the problem. I have 2 mic inputs, and I have 3 people with mics.
Wait.
So Mike and Laura are on the same input.
Mute the
So-
mic?
Well, they're saying because when you went upstairs, you know how Laura used to go inside and start yelling, even though
I
you could hear
wasn't
it?
yelling.
You would just start saying things.
But what if you want a
Talk-
thicker
well,
sauce? Do you
talking
still
with a
put that
loud
much
voice.
water in it?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Now
Talking
listen.
with a loud voice.
Mixing this is going to be a fun time.
I
I can't.
Oh no! Oh my
Whoa!
God!
We just
Oh.
lost
Hey, it's a little spill.
overboard. A little? That was a half a serving.
Are you joking?
Hold on, let me see if I can
Oh
get a shot of
no!
this.
Are you
Cam
people
free.
okay? No.
I'll eat it. It's fine.
Oh,
That's
that's
it.
a half a serving gone.
Yeah, I'll
A
eat it.
whole
It's okay.
macaroni.
I'll eat it. It's fine.
You guys are wussies.
I mean, listen. If you got to smell that all night while you're cooking it, and you got to watch, it spill like that. Oh, so much. So
Mike,
water.
watch this, Mike.
Have you ever
I'm
been
watching.
to Olive Garden?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course, soup salad
Listen, I
breadstick,
go
baby.
there for some salad.
That's all I ever
SSB.
order actually.
Soup
when I
salad
go there.
breadsticks.
I don't think anything else is really worth eating, and you also don't go there. You don't go there for like great food. You go
This
there
might
because
be
it's
the
around
first time
corner
Laura's
from the
actually
It's like a-
talked
it's
about
like a-
this, and maybe you have before.
Because
But Laura
you're around
likes
the-
Olive Garden, but she doesn't think of it as Italian food. She thinks of it
No.
as a whole different cuisine.
mall.
She's
That's
like,
that's like saying Taco Bell is Mexican food. How dare you?
no,
That's
but you
a terrible
can
thing to
still
say.
go to
It's
Taco
the same
Bell.
thing. It's like saying McDonald's is American food. Same
mean,
thing.
Well, American food
Taco
is
Bell's
what it
more
is.
of a.
Well, maybe it is. Yeah. Okay,
More of a
well, I
cleanse
see
than
that.
anything.
Yeah, I could see that. That's okay.
Listen, I love a Taco Bell taco. I will throw it down on night after Adelphia. As you stop by Taco Bell in Deptford, let me tell you something. It hits way different. Okay, it hits way different. Back when tacos used to be 10 for 10. Ooh, throw
Listen,
it
I remember the
down.
10 for 10 days.
Now I was supposed to put parsley and basil in here. I forgot it upstairs, but you're really fine.
You me go get it?
No, it's fine. I'm not dealing with that. What is it?
Willow
Smell
says
good?
it's not real Italian. No, it's
No!
definitely not real Italian.
It's not even.
But if you just
fake
want to get a
Italian.
salad and some breadsticks,
When
it's
you're
actually
around
the
the
salad and
corner
the
at the
soup.
mall, because that's literally where it is by us, and you got to just step in there for a little bit of salad.
Poor Yanni. He worked at Olive Garden.
Yanni!
Yanni.
I used to have a
Oh.
friend that worked at Olive Garden.
Yeah.
We used to go in there. She used to sneak us some breadsticks.
Oh.
All right, yeah, the breadsticks hurt my teeth. Am I the only one?
I actually don't
quattro-
like the breadsticks at
The
all.
quattro al forno dipped with the breadsticks
They
is
are
pretty good.
so salty.
They just hurt my teeth.
I can't. They're so salty. Mike, I'm going to give you a little bit of taste.
Ah, these are the words that I want to hear all day.
Grab a fork.
That's a lot to taste, but
Let's
okay.
taste it.
I'll get a fork.
It's beautiful. It is sensational.
Like hamburgers are actually German.
Yeah, somebody said hamburgers are actually German in the chat.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Ooh.
Is that why?
And
Are they
pizza's
named
Italian,
after
so-
Hamburg? Is Hamburg Germany? Maybe that's where they came from. They were like, you know what?
I don't know. Is it
Or did
really?
they name Hamburg after the hamburger?
I'll ask
I don't
AI
know.
later. We'll see.
Chicken and egg problem.
Well, this is really steaming hot,
Is
piping
that
hot
even a
over
real
here.
place?
But did you die?
I know.
You're really fine.
Oh. Oh
Is
my
it
God.
sensational or what?
It is perfectly al dente. The sauce out of this world. Okay, so there's something we said about the crunch when you just push. Yep. That right
I'm
there.
gonna give you a tip when you're cutting pizza. Okay, this is coming from.
Before you do it.
By the way, look at how crooked. I
Hold
cannot
on.
cut anything straight.
Can you do it with my mic in there? Because like it.
Yes, I'm gonna teach you something. When you're cutting a pizza with toppings, your instinct is gonna be down and slide. Well, say bye-bye to your toppings because they're gonna slide with it. The trick, and this is what every pizza place does, if you walk into a pizza shop and they're cutting pizza, this is how they do it. Watch out, Mike.
ASMR.
You slam, and then you rock. You rock back and forth.
Oh, there it is.
Hold on, I'm not done. Okay? You rock back and forth.
Guys,
Oh, I
And
got
you
that.
see how all the toppings stay on? Because you're rocking it. You're not. sliding it.
with it. There you go.
There we go. Mike, you gotta taste this.
Mom, let me.
Give a
Okay.
taste.
I went to the gym today. I did 5 miles. We're good.
I don't know. This coconut cream. I could eat this in my cereal in the morning.
Wow.
That good or what?
Wow.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me show you why we. Hold on one second. Where'd that go? Where was that supposed to go? I think it's.
Laura, it's like there's a party in my mouth and everybody's invited.
I hope not.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody corrected me here in the chat.
This is why we double bake. Look at the bottom. no, soggy.
Whoa, hold on. We're gonna do this. Let's. Ooh, there it is. Ain't no soggy.
Nobody wants a soggy pizza. I'm sorry if you've had soggy pizza because you have not double baked it when you're working with a Sicilian. Now we know better. And
Runa
when we know
Yuli
better-
tells me that this is not a chicken and egg problem, and that Hamburg is way older than the hamburger. I don't know. I don't know the history of the hamburger.
I really don't
Who's
know
taking
what-
credit for the hamburger? How many countries have taken credit for pizza? I mean, everybody's taking credit for pizza. The Italians didn't even have tomatoes until Christopher Columbus brought them over there. So how can you take credit for the pizza over there?
I don't know what anyone's saying.
Lots of
All I
important
know
things.
is
All I know is this is
appreciate
outstanding.
things for what they are. You know? Let me give a slice to Joe.
The view.
The
Look
view.
at that. Look at that view. No, it's the letter I.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's a J.
Oh, it's for me. Represent.
No, it's a letter
It's
I.
a J
Well,
underline.
if we did this. Look, Joe. Now it's a letter J.
It's for you.
It's a crooked J. Right? How is it,
Because
Mike?
Joe's my Valentine.
How is it, Mike?
Outstanding.
Is it good, Mike?
Yeah. Really, really good. This might be my favorite pizza you ever made. I mean, you made a ton of pizzas, so I can't really judge it, but my favorite pizza you made this year.
It's like the slight sweetness from the honey actually makes the jalapenos taste better because it's not like so hot. You can actually taste the jalapeno. Okay. Ah!
I know. I know.
Ah. We're gonna wrap. I'm hungry.
The fact you can all slam jalapenos like that, built different. I love jalapenos. I put them on
love
everything.
jalapenos.
I put them on this girl right here. Pickle some jalapenos, and they're outstanding.
You're the best pickled jalapenos
ever.
Joe grew the most beautiful peppers this year. I hope that you remember which ones you did.
The mammoths, right?
The abundance was next level between the Italian peppers, between the Jimmy Nordellas and the jalapenos, and then those little, babe, what are those? They were like little bell peppers that were like purpley. Remember? I made little stuffed peppers with those. Remember I made the
Yep.
stuffed cherry
Yep.
out? They were sensational. I had so many jalapenos every day. I had to keep pickling them, putting them in a brine because I couldn't use them fast enough.
They were outstanding.
were so good.
They
You know
were
what I'm gonna do
outstanding.
next time?
You did so good.
Fry pickled jalapenos.
Wow.
I'm doing that, like a fried green tomato, but we're
Yeah.
gonna fry a pickled jalapeno. I am so doing it. I'm so pumped about it. It's gonna be so good.
Me too.
I cannot wait.
Me too.
Anyway, I will let you go. Keep an eye out for the next couple of weeks because these recipes are coming to a screen near you. And that is it. So thank you for tuning in, and we will see you guys in February. It'll probably be after Valentine's Day. But, you know, we will see you then regardless, and we hope you guys enjoyed spending time with us, and we're going to go have dinner, and I hope that you will too.
Love.
Bye-bye.